is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome ye all to part 5 of Divinity Original Sin 2 on the Xbox One X. We are exactly where we're at the end of part 4, and I was tempted to pick up Losa as a new character, but I'm going to stick with what we've got because we've got mini quests for each of these characters, so I'm hoping we can find some way of tapping into many a character as the game progresses.
What you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you?
That's nice. Say it's more like moss on a tree, but the principle remains.
Out of my sight.
Yeah, you're a nice person. Nice to meet you.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Oh, Ifan's definitely a character that I would have wanted on my team.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Smile and reach out and shake his.
He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Say the thugs were afraid when he mentioned lone wolves. What are they?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
Ask him about that errand he mentioned earlier. It sounds highly suspicious.
Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
Shrug, we all do what we have to do to survive. Frown, whatever this errand is, you're sure you disapprove. Shrug, we all have to do to survive.
That's the truth. For me, for you, for everyone in this place. Why not help each other get out of here?
You're keen to get out of here? How does he think that'll happen?
The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Well, we're already a bow person, so I'm not sure that... So he can either do martial experience, dexterous arts, magic. Wonder what the wayfarer does.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Looks like you've got quite a busy little crew already. My instincts tell me to travel with a smaller pack. But if you happen to lose one, you know where I am.
Right, well, I think the mix is probably about right at the minute. Stick to what we've got for now, I think. Right, this is where we started, I think. Let's see if we can find...
I've got my eye on you.
Oh, that, yeah. I've already spoken to you. You're nasty.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
There are some characters your companions will want to speak with privately. Forbidding that this may negatively affect your relationship, however, allowing it will make you complicit in any consequences. As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Tell him to go right ahead. What's the worst that could happen?
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot.
Oh God, he's not going to steal her face.
Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
Oh dear.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Make a brave face of it. He was obviously asking her if she could make a face ripper.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Ask her what she's making.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Ask how she got hands on these contraptions. They seem pretty dangerous.
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
Ask if it was Dallas who invented these God's awful collars.
She nods once.
The blacksmith's collar removal service. Oh, nice.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
Ask if she knows how the collars are made.
Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. Magic makes it work. That's all I know.
You sense she knows more than she's letting on. Say your collar is tight and ask if she could loosen it a bit.
For you? Hell no.
Press the issue. She does know how to manipulate them, though. Ask who might be worthy of her services.
Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't, so buy or shove off.
Ask what's for sale.
All manner of things. Have a look.
Right, so she can get rid of this thing on her necks, but won't until we do certain things. What? I've only got 2 gold. It's a bit harsh. But to be fair, we haven't done out, have we, since our last purchasing? It's that ring there. Bronze ring. Huntsman. Right, well... nothing to repair. We need to find out what's happened to this fruit. And that should get us a few points.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left.
Ask if she takes any comfort from the Bishop's presence here.
Don't question the Bishop. He and Dallas would do anything to protect us. And they say he's God-woken. They say he'll ascend.
She pauses for several moments.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later.
Wonder what's keeping Alexander from ascending.
They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle.
Say you hope he ascends soon, the Voidwoken are getting worse.
I wish it every night. More than anything.
Ask if the Divine was alive when she enlisted.
Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely.
Ask if she's certain that rounding up sorcerers in Fort Joy will protect
I
anyone.
put my faith in the bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoken strike.
Bad luck to
The hell?
one of them cross your path.
Shooting at the cat.
Bad luck
It
to let one
corrupts
of them
so
cross
far.
your path.
The innocent are first to fall.
Just killed the cat. Bloody hell. Dude, seriously. What's the matter with you?
Shove off, cannibal.
Ask what's behind the door.
None of your business, you shrub.
Okay. Well, the cat's no longer following us. If we had Pet Pal and there was a big quest in that, it's gone forever. Oh, hello. Who's this? Hello? Stop walking around her. No. Stop it. What do you think you're doing? Oh. What?
Leave me. Go.
Note her pallor and ask if she needs help.
You leave me be. Just leave.
Diseased blocked by physical armor. Well, I've just accidentally stolen something, which is why it went a bit weird there.
She groans in pain, refusing or unable to acknowledge you.
Leave me. Go.
Say you'll fetch a doctor. She doesn't look at all well. Fascinating, you've read about the plague, known as the Wet Death, and never seen such an acute case.
Get away. Get back. At least wait till I've croaked my last, if you want to study me.
God's sake.
Groans in pain.
Going through every character here.
Leave me. Go.
Say you'll fetch a doctor.
No. Don't you dare. I want to be done. I won't let the Reds let them take me.
Oh well. I think we've done everything we can do here.
Leave me. Go.
Tell her not to fear. You have seen the other side and it is beautiful. Tell her not to fear. Death may not be the end. It's beautiful.
She smiles and reaches out as if to touch your arm, but pulls back at the last moment.
Sorry. I almost forget sometimes. I can't wait to see what's next. To be done with this.
Just wondering if I can use a... Because I had a potion, didn't I, that got rid of diseased. Or maybe not. Could have sworn we picked one up that got rid of diseased. Or was it a spell? Yeah, it's that one, is it? No. I'm having a mind blank. I was convinced we picked up either a spell or something that got rid of disease, but never mind. Onward. I can't imagine that woman's there though, not to be helped. Right, well, we've done a massive circle again, and we're none the wiser as to... We were looking for a lizard that hangs around here, but we didn't find one, did we?
Mind your manners round Griff, eh? What do you want, freak?
Say you're looking for Griff's stolen supplies.
If boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed.
Ask if he's heard anything about the culprit. Say it seems strange Griff is so angry about some missing fruit.
Yeah, boss is awful passionate about citrus. I can't get enough of the stuff.
When another divine
Ask why he doesn't seem concerned about Griff's missing stuff.
Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment comes in, he'll be right as rain.
Ask if he's heard anything.
You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie.
When another divine arises, will source change the What if
Hands out your
source
pockets
goes?
now.
And why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Ah, hello. No. Ah.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
Tap him on the shoulder.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home.
Ask if he has any advice for recent arrival. Ask if he's any good for sale.
Goods? Ah, yes, yes, of course. Have a look.
Restoration skill book. Hello. Yeah, that's a healing book. Requires hypothesis. Yeah, hydrophysis. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. We don't have enough for it, but we know where to get it.
Ain't fit for beasts.
So we need 300 to get the healing spell. Nice.
If a magister finds this on you, you forget my name, here. Everything there? Good.
Rain can be pretty handy as well if you're on fire. Ask what's on his mind.
My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why?
Ask him what he means.
We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
Ah, there's another lizard. Oh, that's ours. That's our lizard.
I won't say it again.
Whoa, he's wandered off. I don't have to go and find him, so he's going to stay here.
Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars.
Say you're in no mood for songs. You try to remember an elvish song called Elderflower, but the exact tune escapes you.
Don't break your head vain now. Been that long since you've been home, has it? Yeah, pity. Pity.
Who's this?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
Ask what he wants to know.
It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. I only need one.
Tell him to go on. You're here alone.
Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast.
Ask him what he's planning.
I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested?
Tell him all this feels a little convenient. How do you know he's not working for the Magisters? Decline. You have companions to think about.
Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't.
Tell him your companions to think about.
Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you, all your nobility will have been for nothing. Good luck with your friends, though. Enjoy your last days in good company, won't you?
Okay.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Clap her on the back and ask if she's all right.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me.
Tell her you understand how you feel.
You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? And there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
When another divine, there's no reason to puke yourself to death and get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
Excuse yourself, sensing that the situation's about to escalate. Ask if you might help settle their argument.
Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Bastard.
What the bloody hell was that all about? A fork. Brilliant.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Stand before him in shock, mutter that he just killed a man in cold blood.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to live for.
Tell him not to fool himself, what he did was inexcusable. Admit he has a point. Tell him he's starting to sound like a magister. Say he sounds like a man after his own heart.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel. He taps hammer to nail and...
Well, I seem to be doing an awesome job of talking to people in this game. They all just stop talking to me and that's that.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale.
Note that he still speaks as elves do.
For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech.
Ask him what he means you've never met before.
We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale.
Assent. Why not?
Start from the beginning. Start from where you come.
Say you came from a place not so far from here. Recall the far-off land which you've travelled. Claim your origins are too strange to believe.
I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find.
Say you seek to make amends. Say you seek to see a debt repaid. Say you cannot say what you seek.
I understand. Now tell me how your story ends.
Say you hope to gain great power. Say you hope to find something you've lost. Say you hope your burdens will be lifted.
You want reunion. Life is lonesome. Yes, life is lonesome. The thing you love is gone. I have something for you, my friend. A gift. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our hearts. This ruby does the trick.
Thank him for the gift.
Nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
Crikey, eh? Contamination book, Fortify book, Poison dart book, Fossil strike book. Sure, that is he gave us that. Ruby, 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 ruby! A rare high-value gemstone called God's Heart by the faithful dwarven miners of Mountain Region. 270 it's worth. Well, that might help us get the healing spell if we sell it. Doesn't seem to have any other purpose.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New?
Just arrived?
Don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
Say you've fallen in with a few travel mates, but they don't mean much to you. Say you have been lucky enough to find some close ties.
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better.
I thank her for her advice.
Nothing. If I haven't learnt that by now, I haven't learnt anything at all.
Ask why she's here alone.
Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Ask her to tell you more. What were her boys like?
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
Take a seat in the sands and listen.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them.
Woohoo!
I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one.
Well, that just goes to show you that it pays off to wander around and speak to lots of people. So we have... Who's this dude? Well, he doesn't want to talk, does he? How weird. It looks like... Ah, hang on a minute. Right, hang on. Aha, I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Is this going to be another attempt on your life? Because they're a frightful bore, frankly. Say you've had quite enough of these shenanigans. Who are they? Come on, out with it. Right. So this is to do with his questline, I assume. Yeah, who are they? Come on, out with it.
Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance.
Bloody hell.
It's stabbing time.
Jesus Christ, it's a bit harsh. Can I have a shot, please? Christ's sake. Ricochet, I think. Let's do it. Oh, alright, maybe not then. Flesh sacrifice. Gain 1 action point immediately. No, I don't want that. Who am I on here? I can't figure out who it is that... Alright, Odasto, sorry, it's up at the top, thank you. Blimey. It's just attack, I think. Target's too far to attack, is he? Is that what it is? I'm a bit confused as to why it tells me it's a Dasto. Right, he's down, is that why? So I am Odasto, yeah. But out of sight. Alright, I see, I see. He's blinded me, is what's happened. That's the badger. Now we're cooking. I just, honestly, I don't know why I'm struggling with these buttons on this game. I didn't on the last one so far as highlighting things go. I just ran across the thing instead of hitting him. First time using this one, throwing knife. Out of range. Move into the cone behind an enemy and attack while wielding a dagger to perform a backstab. Successful backstabs are critical hits. I'm not seeing a cone behind the enemy. The feck has he gone? Oh, there he is there. He's got to get rid of his fire. Making hard work of it, this fella, isn't he? Bloody hell. Or is it me? He's hidden himself behind there as well. Oh, fuck. I thought he was going to run through that fire there. He did a little bit, I think. Can't do that too far away. Not sure if I've got a view on him. He knows he's in trouble. Oh, he's going down.
What a damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Nice work. Right, so we need to speak to...
Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat.
Say he seems awfully relaxed for someone who was just the target of an assassin.
One gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me. All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Excellent. Right. I think... I assume there's nothing else to... I'm trying to decide who's gonna... Who did I give the... hydrophysist skill to? Not him. Not her. I think it was these two, wasn't it? Yeah. So... I think we just use it from... inventory. Oh, was it just a scroll she gave me? God damn it. I thought it was a restoration spell she gave, skill book she gave me. Oh well, that's my excitement over with. I was like, woohoo! And then, oh dear, no. Right, hang on. We need to go... I'll tell you what, we'll go back and get the... Although, having said that, we haven't got enough...
Planning again.
We've got 16 gold, it's hardly anything. We could sell the other thing, but... Let's keep going for a bit. We're alright. We're not doing too bad. Let's keep wandering about. I really wanted to sort out this missing fruit in this episode, but it's not quite happening.
You won't regret keeping those friends of yours at your right hand. I brought my own share of knowledge with me from the get-go. No sense in keeping it all to myself.
Yeah, restoration skill book. There, it's there. What? 109? I thought it was worth 200 nods. It's going to be to do with how good you are at selling, innit? They do seem to have given quite a few people the restoration, the revival scrolls in this one.
Combs it out all dilly-eyed. Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah!
You recognise this... Hail! You recognise this fellow from the ship. Tell him you're glad to see he made it away from the wreck.
Eh? Oh, that. Won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something.
Ask him if he needs a hand.
Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble.
Tell him you doubt that the old plank was worth a coin.
No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
Capsized? So how... so he was building a vessel, was he?
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment.
Tell him you hate to break it to him, but people don't leave Fort Joy. Say that if he's getting out, you want in.
Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
Reach out, shake his hand. You'd be glad to have him as an ally.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Beast? Ask him how he came to a name like that.
Well, that's quite the story now. Let's save it for a better day. Say when we finally make it off this damn island. Suffice to say, I'd at least be Captain Beast in better times. I'm out of a ship at the moment, though. Even a salty old dog like me's got to sweat on dry land now and then. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us.
Aye. There's no I in team.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin.
Ooh, he's a battle mage.
Tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? Then it's settled. Capital. Aye. But it seems you've no room for old beast in your clan now. You come find me when a spot opens up, and take it from me. You'll want to find a place for me at your side.
Yeah, I'm quite tempted with a battle mage. Need to remember the locations of these people. It could be useful if they put a flag on these sort of things. Because they're not doing on the map. Ah, right, okay. Nice. Wonder how many of those you can have. Game saved usually means something's about to happen. Oh, what's that up there? Bloody hell. Something's moving around, people. Exploration XP. Ooh. Alligators. Oil barrel. There goes nothing. Well, that was a bit hard. Bloody hell, there's two of them. Well, who's this among? Yeah, we should have planned this out a bit better. Seems to have slowed us down with oily something or others. Alright, didn't like that too much, did he? Well, thinking I could hold fire. Hang on, what's this one do? Fucking hell, that's a good move, isn't it? Okay. Divide and conquer, people. Oh my god. Slow-mo. Just going to use all my action points, that, isn't it? What? Can't reach me from down there. Nonsense.
I'm ready.
Didn't like that much. Cool, blimey. They're grouping up people. Could do with getting out of this bloody oil. Whoa, Jesus, easy, easy. Not sure how much longer this oil is going to last. One of them's nearly down in it. What? That was bloody annoying. Okay, that's getting a bit serious now.
Prepare yourself.
Woo! Using the environment, people, eh? That's not so good. What we got that this guy's not going to like. Ooh, didn't like that too much. Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. How is path interrupted? He's looking in bother.
I need aid.
Not overly sure if I've got any health potions. No, he's not got any of his own, has he? Actually, you know what? Let's just
Prepare yourself.
no. How is it too far? That's outrageous. Stood right next to it. Well, that's awesome. So his comeback kid doesn't seem to have worked. Woohoo! Oh, how have I got to waste a scroll on this when I've got comeback kid on these characters? So annoying. This is going to start getting problematic, people. Ooh. 6 image gloves. Grants a skill as well. Water essence. A cold stream of water flows from the winter kingdom of Heiberheim directly into the swirling enchanted orb. Oh, I knew I should have healed him. Would have been less painful than giving up a resurrection scroll. Fish barrel. My goodness me, people, we have gone to the hour marker again, and I still haven't found the damn fruit. We come... No, we've not been here before, have we? Bloodstained journal. If the rumours are true, I'll be rich as an ancient. Can't expect less from a king's vault, even one on a prison island. If it's anything like the Silver Glen jails, getting out will be easy as getting in. They'll take any sorcerer these days, and that's easy enough to fake. Landed, found a good mark right away. Says he's got a teleporter spell. Oh, nice. I can filch easy enough. Just had to say I'd escape with him. Far be it from me to lead a stranger to all that gold, though. So close I can almost smell it. The vault ought to be just outside the prison, if I can believe Barbera. Her map's my golden ticket. I see it behind my lids when I close my eyes. The Vault of Brachus Rex. Oh, repair hammer. Select a broken object in your inventory and press X. Select repair. Whoa. Why am I picking up body parts? What? What? All that climbing up a ladder and there's nothing there. Well, that was a dead end. Well, much as though I'm enjoying this and would play on for a 3-hour session, I think we're going to have to find the fruit in the next part. I'm still really tempted to put the battle mage on my team, but we've marked him on the map. This is back at the camp. Looks like it, innit? Right, well, we're still none the wiser as to where this fruit is.
He taps hammer to nail and doesn't look up.
I mean, the woman at the kitchen bit was like, oh, anyone hanging around Griffith, or Griff, whatever his name was.
Watch yourself.
That's the lady we chatted up.
Oh, sure.
Who now won't speak to us because we didn't want to get together with her.
Everything now? Good.
That's where the cat died and it's still there. R.I.P. cat.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need?
Oh, it's the blacksmith, yeah, so I think we're going to have to go around the houses here and try and speak to everyone. That's if Anne. Mind you, I don't have to mark him and loads of. I know they're there, don't I?
Fall to your knees, embrace Divinity.
Is that indigestion or is it? Oh God, not now.
You, elf. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies?
Here we go.
Don't you lie to me now.
Tell the Pinky she can bugger off. Say you don't know anything about that. Say you're also looking for stolen crate and ask if she has any leads.
If I did, I wouldn't give 'em up to you. Griff sent me, not you.
Correct her, you are actually working for Griff's behalf.
I'm Griff's right hand, and I'm gonna find that crate, and you're gonna watch me hand it over to him.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you go on then? Bark away.
Can't actually speak to her, to the guy again. Oh, I can, hang on.
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
Shake your head, you wouldn't put it past a man like that to lock up whoever he pleases.
Like most men behind bars, I'm innocent. Like most of us here on the island, in fact. Aren't you like me, looking for a way out?
Ask him why he'd make that assumption.
Some people settle in. They don't go poking around in Griff's kitchen. They find a quiet place, wait their turn. Not you. Griff tells you, does he not? I take his supplies, but I don't take what he thinks. I do not have his oranges. I do not even see them. I tell you what I know. But first, I want to make a trade.
Ask him what he has in mind.
I know a way out. I show you. And you help me out of here. I cannot die in this cage.
Agree, this arrangement sounds good for you both.
Finally. Progress. Griff releases me if he sees I do not have what he misses. You must find who steals them. After I am free, you are free.
Ask if he has any idea who took the supplies.
I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does? Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks.
Ask if he knows why Griff is so hell-bent on getting these particular supplies back.
Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious, in case you haven't noticed.
Question what he was doing snooping around Griff's kitchen anyway.
I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have people to consider. You understand?
Say you understand and take your leave.
And hurry. Please.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after. Got it.
Well, we are none the wiser as to where their supplies are after all of that.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Yeah, she didn't give us the option to remove the source collar though, did she? She said we had to be some kind of something or other before she'll do it.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves...
The elf Amiro stands accused of stealing from Griff. Sahila has asked us to free her friend Amiro. Yeah, that's fine. Amiro hinted that whoever took the supplies shares a certain physical tick with Griff, repeatedly clearing his throat. Ah, right, okay. Right, there be the clue.
Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous.
Hands out, you. What do you want now?
Say there are things you'd like to discuss.
Make it quick.
Ask if he knows how the Magisters intend to cure the people with source. Ask if you ever heard of someone escaping the place. Ask what he knows about Void Woken. Say you're looking for Griff's stolen supplies.
If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed.
Right, he's not coughing.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Now that's Griff himself.
You're scared, are ya?
It's quite possible we've spoken to someone with a cough other than Griff, and I can't remember who it is.
In the kitchen, do you? Oh, sure.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Watch yourself, boy.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend.
Give us a smile. We may be...
Change your mind about my offer yet?
Tell him this all feels convenient. Say you might be, though, after discovering the mangled corpse of certain Magilla, you're not sure. Ah, right, okay.
I didn't say this would be easy, nor did I say it held no risks. I do promise that if we succeed, we will walk free.
Tell him it all feels a little convenient. How do you know he's not working for the Magisters? I've done all that already, haven't I?
Oh, noble. Good luck with your...
Erma?
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can...
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. Do you?
Her hands move.
Alright, alright, alright. Come on. Where's our coughing friend?
He taps hammer to nail and...
I can't imagine it's someone that far away from here.
Hands out your pockets now.
lover's walk is...
Well, the woman was coughing, but...
She groans in pain.
Must be a man, surely. Thinks it sounded the same as Griff.
Move along.
Blacksmith?
You're kind of getting too big for your boots, you know? Bloody cavies. Ought to keep out of our hair if you don't want to pay for the pleasure.
Cavies?
You're kind. And the dwarves and lizards besides. Those of you that see the whole realm eaten up by the void woke before you change your ways.
Say what you will about the Divine Order.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to you?
Why don't you help her?
Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Matters a cooker, that one, and twice as loud.
She seems perfectly sane, if distraught.
Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers, killed by a void woken she was. Been dead and buried for a month now. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Please, can you... An elf! Stay away, cannibal! If I find out you've gone near my baby, I'll skin you alive!
Worriedly asked the child's name.
That's none of your concern.
Yeah.
She ignores you and continues.
Erma? Where are you, darling?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time
Please,
to
I'm
accept...
sorry, but you must leave. My baby's terrified of lizards. She may be hiding from you even now. Erma? Erma, darling, are you here? Please, sweetheart. Where are you?
Suggest you report her daughter missing to the authorities. Say this is none of your business. Ask if there isn't something you can do to help.
No. I'm sorry, but she's terribly frightened of lizards. She's just a child. Doesn't know better just yet. Please, good day. Erma, where are...
Well, she won't speak to any of us, will she? Maybe the skeleton will be able to get it out of her.
Please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing.
Ask the child's name.
Erma. She's called Erma. I haven't seen her in days. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her.
Ask what she knows about the daughter's disappearance.
I saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her.
Wonder why no one else in camp will help her look.
This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Erma comes back and I'm not here?
Ask to have a closer look at the doll.
Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home.
That could be the kid we met right at the beginning, couldn't it?
My little chicken.
So, it could be we need to run back up the sands.
I told him I'd known exactly, didn't I?
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me.
Say you'll do your best and bid her goodbye for
You
now.
are an angel.
Alright.
Truly you are.
Right, we shall go and do that in the next part, folks. Cool, blimey, people. This part went on a bit longer than anticipated. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you in part 5 of Divinity Original Sin 2 on the Xbox One X, and I shall see you all in part 6, folks. Take it easy, bye.